Dr. Hyerim Mapp. Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about Vivaldi's Allegro from the Concerto in D major, opus number 3, number 9. Tempo marking is a quarter note equals 80. It's pretty fast. But once again, we need to start to practice way under tempo so we can actually build up with a clear sound. So I will do possibly 120, eighth note equals 120. So which means we need to subdivide. So count eighth note as the smallest one. That way we can play all the 16th notes really accurately and clearly. Okay. So beginning pick up 16th. So you need to think about 16th is a half of an eighth note. So okay. Count the eighth note as a one beat. So that means whenever you see dotted quarter notes will be 3 beats. So we have a pickup to start with. So not too short, more clear entrance. So put your bow from the string, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So F sharp and then D. One thing challenging of this piece is these are all tenor clef, so you need to be aware of what tenor clef means. So you need to move fifth note above of the note from bass note. So the first note, for example, F sharp, it looks like a B. So B, C, D, E, F. So fifth above. So start with the F sharp on the A string and then lower note to D, D string. So exactly same rhythms 3 times. So don't forget to sustain the dotted quarter note here for 3 beats. So it's easy to think to just cut the beat because of the next shorter note coming up. So always think about eighth note as the smallest. So that's why I suggested you practice eighth note equal 120 and then move up. Measure 4, there's another length of note of pickup, which is eighth note. First 3 measures pickup notes were 16th, but here measure 4, the pickup is eighth note. So I will recommend to count measure 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so after first note, C sharp and then set. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have some high register. So when you move to G with 1, G, A, B, 2 whole step. So you need to make space between notes. And of course your arm should be straight up so you can actually reach B without any tension. We have a lot of these position throughout this piece. And then also measure 6, we have 2 eighth notes. It's not exactly same, always strong, weak. Okay, that's the character. And then after that, you probably notice a lot of same melodies, same rhythms, repeated twice at least. So we gotta make a little bit differently. So dynamic is the one. And also you can think about first one is more present, second one is more like echo. Okay, so measure 6. Exactly twice, repeat it. So first one is more front, and then second one is more like a response as an echo. Okay, it's the same thing. Measure 6, 7, and then 7, 8. And also we have a more coming up at the end. So measure 6. So let's talk about measure 9. After you finish the chord, just stay bow on the string and then start at the tip of your bow, and then you can start with the mezzo piano. Okay, so you can actually keep the dynamic there. Measure 11. That area, a lot of shifting going on, so I would recommend you to practice. Just pause your left hand right before you shift. So I will show you with a slow tempo. Stop and then move, 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 move. So you can actually think about there are two different voices whenever you play the top, ya-ra-ra, and then when you shift back, ya-ra-ra. So two different voices. So when you play this section, you need to think about the color difference. Measure 17, there is a forte section, and then measure 18, there is a piano. So you can possibly think there will be more present section and the response, a little bit echo section. So you can start forte here. Did you notice there is some same melody lines 3 times going on? So you can actually slowly divide it. And then a little softer. Back to forte. Okay. And the piano section also. Start with the piano. And then a little bit more present. And the piano. So you can think about just a different section by different dynamics or different color. Generally, of this piece has a lot of forte and piano with the same melody lines, with the same rhythm. So you can actually think about present and the response. Okay, asking questions and then answer to it. So use a little bit more bow and light up, not too harsh press your bow to the strings. That's the main key of this piece. Measure 38. So the very last measure with the ritardando, just take your time, don't rush to it. And then the very last 4 notes of the B chord, just take your time. The bottom 2 notes first and then the top 2 notes. But most importantly, you need to sustain the length of the note on top 2 notes. So save your bow on the bottom 2. And then let it ring. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact to my email address, hyerimcello@gmail.com. Happy practicing. Bye.